Welcome to the SmartLink Network how-to video series by Weathermatic. In today's demonstration, we're going to show you how to configure a flow sensor if you've installed that onto your system's main line to capture flow data based on your zone operations to help you prevent water loss in the event of broken heads or broken lines or even a main line. So let's go ahead and get started. Now, note, you've got to add flow to your subscription in order to access the flow menu. So if you haven't done that, please jump into your subscriptions portion of the controller you're working on and add the flow subscription to your controller so that you can get started. So this is what you're going to see when you open up the flow page if you haven't configured anything once you get that added to the network. And so we're going to click on Edit Flow Settings. Now, custom is if you have a flow sensor that is not manufactured or labeled for Weathermatic. So as you can see here, all of our sensors are here. We have plastic tees. We have a brass tee in the 1.5 inch. And then for the 3-inch and up, we have saddles. So you'll notice that we have T10 for a 1-inch, B15 for the 1.5 inch brass, and then an S30 for a 3-inch saddle. So let's go ahead and select 1-inch. Our line fill time is going to refer to the amount of time it takes to get the air out of the zone furthest from the point of connection. So in this example, I'm just going to say that that zone takes 2 minutes. So I will set my line fill time to 120 seconds. And that's going to be important to capture a good resolution as the flow is running through that paddle, in your insert. So that's going to be really important to find out, how long your line fill time is so that you're not trying to capture information too early. I'm going to go ahead and leave the sample time at 60 seconds. I just feel like I've get a really good resolution with that time frame. Now, flow shutdown mode, we have two types. We have system, which simply means if there are two back-to-back errors of the same nature, high flow or low flow, that we will enable the master valve shutdown and terminate the program. And then we have per zone. What that allows us to do is just to continue to run every zone within the system. So if we have a stuck valve or a broken main line, we'll essentially run through all of the zones to see if we ever operate within the parameters set. And if not, you'll receive a flow alarm for every single zone that ran within the program. So those are the two options, and we leave that to your discretion. And then finally, we get to leak detect. Now, this is primarily for normally open master valves, where your main line is consistently charged with water. So you want to determine what your acceptable level of water usage is if you have hose bibs or quick coupler valves installed throughout the main line. Now, if you have a normally closed master valve, it's still important to give us a positive value here. So you could do something as simple as 3 gallons per minute. That way, if there's any fluctuation within the water captured within the T, as we all know, the earth moves and there's gravity and things of that nature. And so you just don't want to end up with a false alarm by leaving it set to 0. So just put a positive value there. And when you're all set with your programming, we're going to save those changes down here at the bottom. And then we're going to be sure to push this information to our panel on site. So I'm going to go ahead and click the send button. And as you can see, we're communicating to the SmartLink controller from SmartLink. And we want this instruction to be confirmed. So we're going to stand by and wait for the green instruction completed banner to confirm our operation has been successfully installed. Okay, great. As you can see, the send was completed successfully. And as you look over at recent events, you'll note that, I, David, submitted a program change and we altered the line fill time, our flow sensor model, and that we set from system to per zone. So there you have it. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to us at 888-484-3776, or you can email us at support@weathermatic.com. Thank you for watching and have a wonderful day.